What's up, guys? This week on the Ultimate Bad Guy channel, we are going to be doing a walkthrough and quick review of the T-Level Challenger 32-liter riding bag.
Cause I carry my place, and I carry my faith, and I carry the ghost of some of the most important decisions I've made. And I carry my truth in a backpack zipped up, stashed at the bottom of a secret pocket. Carry my love in the shape of...
So T-Level is a company out of Korea, I believe, that mainly makes bags for people that ride bicycles, and I would say even like motorcycles, the kind of same ergonomics work with those as well. Yes, a long time ago, many years ago, and many pounds ago, I used to also ride a fixed gear bike. I was a hipster, but you will not catch me riding a small bike down a big ass hill with no brakes and no helmet anytime soon. But I still have my fixed gear bike, and I literally love riding it. And I put a brake on it, of course, because my knees aren't like as strong as they used to. Anyways, this is my main bag for a very long time. Whether I was riding out around or even going hiking, I really like this bag. It's been through a lot of wear and tear, but it's holding up pretty well. Even some of the buckles are broken halfway, but still work. But let's get right into how this bag carries. So this is one of the reasons why I loved it for hiking. We spin her around. This bike is actually really this bag is actually really well ventilated, and there's a lot of support, lumbar support. It isn't a hard shell, but it's a very thick shell that molds to your back really well. When you're carrying it, let's undo this strap real quick. A lot of the pack sits away from like your spine, so as you can see, this is probably like I would say half an inch gap right here that alleviates all that heat that's running through you and kind of airs you out and cools you down really well. As well, this material here breathes really well. It's very airy. It's kind of caked up on some parts of the straps because, like I said, I use this bike for hiking. This bag, why do I keep calling this a bike? Reminiscing to my biking days. This bag for hiking a lot. So I really love that it keeps you really cool. And as you're carrying it too, there is a sternum strap. Like I said, mine's actually broken halfway. If you can see that, there's only one half of it, but it still works. Clips in right here. So boom, like that. And what I like about this strap, especially for riding, is one of the little annoyances that they did think of, is that all the straps kind of stow away when you're not using them. So for example, you can clip this one up, the sternum strap, so it's not flapping all the way around. You can clip it on to a clip right there, so it's at least a little bit out of the way. You could probably double put it in there. So that's not flapping around if you're going down a hill, even if you're riding a motorcycle or anything. The flaps, you don't get that flapping from the bag flapping around. This side as well, I believe, has that same feature. Or maybe, yeah, just slide this up, just slide the sternum strap up, and you can clip it in there so it's not flapping around when you're riding. Same thing as well, it does have a hip strap at the bottom that stows away, which is awesome. That comes out, it's pretty thick, I think it's about 2 inches. So when you're riding and you have a heavier load, you're a messenger delivering stuff and you need more support, it does have a hip strap and a sternum strap. That this one just folds in, tucks away into the bottom, so it is also out of the way, which is something that I really like. And actually every single strap, I believe, that has slack has these Velcro latches here so that you can roll them up. So once you get your fit tight and you like it how it is, like I used it all the time. I wasn't really changing my load. Probably have a binder, a laptop in here, my normal everyday stuff. You can dial it in and you can just unroll or roll up the straps. And I thought this was a really cool, innovative way that's super simple to just keep straps from flapping, because or else these straps would definitely be flapping in the wind if you're picking up some speed anywhere. So as you can see there, it has it there on this strap. All four of the side straps have that little Velcro compartment. Boom. Even at the top, if you have a large load or it's really heavy, these adjust too. So this goes around your bag, obviously, but if your load is huge or you're carrying this because it is kind of a roll top bigger, you can cinch these down, and actually it's a really comfortable bag for whatever you're kind of carrying, however lopsided it is. So that's the main way to carry this bag, which I absolutely love. So getting into the pockets, let's start with the main flap. So the main flap on this bag is, I guess I wouldn't call it a roll top, but it is a folding top that straps down mainly with these two buckles. Again, my buckle has one thing, and it still works perfectly fine. I should probably replace these soon. And it has a Velcro. These two Velcro lines run, and I've used this bag a lot, and the Velcro is still extremely strong. So as you can see, again, I just have a pillow in here, but if you wanted to hold a lot of stuff in this bag, it can unroll to be pretty big and fit a lot of different stuff in there. So that's the main pocket, and then it's open here, so there's no zippers that are going to get anything wet inside of your bag. What I usually did is when I was folding it, if you fold it straight down, you get these little areas that are open. So what I would do is when I would fold it, I would just kind of fold the sides in like that, and then fold it like that, and then there's no water getting in there. Everything is double layered. I couldn't find really any specs, and if I did find them, they were in Korean. But it's double walled for sure. Nothing's ever going to get wet. That's the main way to access in the bag. It is a top open bag, so you can get stuff through the top. However, which I really liked, this is one of my first bag years ago that had this option, and if you unstrap these, you can as a side access. So right in there. And you can access the main compartment in there. You could actually access the laptop compartment inside from here as well. So that's cool if you're riding and you can't get off your bike. If you kind of just sling it back over your shoulder, you can still access the bag, which I think is really cool. So let's get into some more of the outside features. Aside from the main pocket here that folds and then the side pocket that zips, you have a pocket right here. That's all YKK zippers. Their zipper buddies are really grippy. I really like these. This is just one big pocket. It goes all the way down and all the way up, so you can fit quite a few items in here. It's not that wide though, so I don't know what else you would fit in there. You could fit, I wouldn't trust the tablet out here because the outside is not padded or anything for that. But this does have a YKK, one of the very waterproof zippers in there, so I don't think any water's getting through there. And then it has a top zipper up here, bam, that has a flap. It doesn't have that waterproof zipper. Oh, it kind of does, but it's not as waterproofy as I think this bottom one is. But it has a flap that goes down, so you can open it up. And this is just a pocket too. The one thing I don't like about this pocket is it's kind of a free floating pocket in there. So if you have stuff in there, it moves around. It might go back up here, go back down. And if you're taking your bag off, putting it down, or it falls over, depending on what's in there, it kind of gets a little jumbled. But that's one of the main things that I would change about the bag. That actually has to do with the inside pockets too. So opening up the main pocket, it gets big like that, and this expands too quite a bit. And all these straps, like I said, will expand so you can cinch. So this will accommodate anything. You can stuff the hell out of this bag and you'll be able to cinch everything down. So these straps get really large too if you needed to do that. Moving forward on the outside of the bag, another feature that we have is we have this strap right here that is, so what it is, it's a daisy chained nylon strap that has Velcro on both sides of one. And then on the top of it, it's daisy chained. So you can fit all kinds of stuff here. They've actually thought of a lot of different things. I've never had a use for this little pocket daisy chain strap here, but I'm sure if you're riding every day and you're a messenger and you're carrying all kinds of weird packages and stuff, you'd be able to find that very useful. There is a reflective strip here. For being a riding bag, I'm surprised they only have one reflective strip. I'm assuming because you would have your lights on and all that other stuff too for a bag. They didn't want to go too reflective crazy. The bottom is extremely durable. Like I said, I've taken this camping, hiking, riding, my daily commute at school. I've put it on all kinds of surfaces, and it's still held up really well. If anything, there's like gum on here, but nothing's actually ripping. It's like crud, probably sap or something. So let's get inside of the bag and let's kind of change the angle so you can see the pockets a little better. So opening up the bag, took the pill out. You can see it's pretty roomy. It's a giant bag. On the right over here, the right-hand side, we have a little pocket with a zipper that you can put, probably I'm assuming they would want you to put some kind of listening to music device, iPod, iPhone, something. Because on the outside, they do have this little area so that your cord can come out so you can stick it right in there. Also inside the bag, there is a, kind of dark in there, I'm trying to make it, there's 2 pockets that are mesh. So that could fit a water bottle, but you'd have to open the top to access it when you're riding. There's 2 different mesh pockets in there that run the length of the bag to the bottom. So you can put those in there. On the other side, it's just that the access for that zipper that can for your laptop. And there is a padded laptop bag in there. So it is padded a little bit. It's definitely padded through the back. I put my laptop in there. This thing can fit a huge laptop. It's, again, the length of the whole bag. And it's pretty crazy how deep it goes. That's what she said. That's what he said. So that's the main compartment of the inside of the bag. Coming out to this side, so once it flaps, you can open the flap and you have access to this pocket as well as this kind of outer pocket right here. And there are a crap ton of pockets and places you can put things. So initially, this has a Velcro area. This is a huge pocket right on the outside that runs, again, all the way the length of the bag to the bottom. Like my whole arm is in there up to the elbow. And then on the outside of that one, there's another pocket that this one doesn't close. Doesn't have a zipper or Velcro. That again goes the length of that. It's a little shorter. You can see it's a little shorter from that one. And then on the outside of that, there are 2 other pockets that are smaller, that are just kind of free-floating pockets in there. And then, of course, on the outside, oh, there's a pocket knife in here. Cool. The outside is just one giant pocket in there as well. The only complaint I have about this bag that was kind of problemsome is if you have something in there and you set the bag down or you throw it in your trunk, things slide out of it really easy. So I would like to see if they were to redesign this bag or redo it. Actually, you can see here, I do have some remnants because I did put some Velcro here. So they could Velcro those so that all these pockets shut and secure all your gear inside. That would be ideal. Because if not, if you have stuff in these pockets and your bag falls over a little bit, it's basically going to fall out and then you'll be on the floor here like that pocket knife was. But I understand that it is a riding bag, so you're not going to have put your bag down a lot. You're mainly going to be on your back and upright. So it does make sense to why they didn't think of that or decide to invest in that. And so, like I said, here's the other pocket. Boom. Opens up like that. This is what I was saying, how this is a free-floating pocket. So your gear could be up here or it can be down here. It's not really tethered down to any kind of area. Here's a better look at the kind of side straps or the top straps from the top of the bag. Like I said, it's really cool how everything kind of tucks away so that you can get a lot of the slack out of the bag as far as stowing away all your free straps and stuff. And so when there's not a pillow in it, the bag can be really, really compact, which is also really cool. It looked all big, but you can cinch everything down to basically, be pretty flat, and everything can fit in this one bag. So it is very versatile when it comes to taking loads on it, anywhere you need to go. Additionally, the shoulder straps have daisy chain in them too. So they're a little bit bigger. So if you needed to strap a U-lock or something, anything there, you would have no problem putting that around there. So that is the T-Level Challenger 32-liter. Awesome bag for riding or commuting on a bicycle or motorcycle. Definitely had the riders in mind when designing the bag. Like I said, it packs to be, I would say, more than 32 liters you can fit in here when you widen all the pockets and undo all the cinches. Plenty of straps, all bells and whistles for going all kinds of different places. Even on the side here, I've never used this, but there's a receiving strap on this side and the receiving strap on this side, so that you can probably take this guy and put it all the way around in here and up. So if you need to have an extra hub or extra wheel, or if you're trying to strap all kinds of weird shaped objects and carry them around your bicycle, if you're a messenger, this is the bag for you. Again, or even if you wanted this bag for hiking, it's very well ventilated. Your back won't get too hot. This is all very airy, and I highly recommend it for any kind of outdoor activity, even in the rain. Ultimate bag guy. Carry well, my friends. I'll see you guys next week.
I carry the stars in my veins, and I carry my family name, and I carry the Father, the Son, and the